Welcome to the all-knowing Grim, a descent into madness wrapped in the guise of dark humor. Here, laughter echoes through the void, twisted and frayed at the edges, as Grim unveils tales of the macabre, the absurd, and the downright unsettling. No shadow is too deep, no subject too untouchable. From the horrors of the human psyche to the grotesqueries of the real world, nothing is safe. Not even you. Each episode, ranging from a fleeting minute to a lingering 5, will drag you further into the abyss, where satire bites and reality rots. This is not just a show, it's an omen. And once you've entered Grim's domain, there's no guarantee you'll leave unscathed. Sit back, watch, laugh, if you dare. Have I, the all-knowing Grim, ever told you the story about the summer I spent with Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra in Las Vegas? No? Well then, sit back, pour yourself something strong, and hold on to your hats. This tale's a neon-drenched fever dream stitched together with martini olives, moonlight, and more ghosts than the average cemetery on Halloween. It all started in the summer of 1963. Vegas was boiling under a sky that looked like a broken jukebox, flashing stars, dead notes, and the hum of something ancient tuning itself to the living world. I'd just finished a soul deal in Reno, a low-stakes gambler trading away his future for one glorious night of blackjack, and thought I'd swing by the strip for a little chaos and cocktails. Now, I don't usually take vacations. But when you're as old as time, sometimes you need a little rat pack therapy. So there I was, in a velvet booth at the Sands, sipping something smoky while the air smelled like sweat, sin, and cigarette ghosts, when who walks in but Elvis Presley, dressed in rhinestones and radiating the sort of charm that could make even me consider a fan club. Right behind him, Frank Sinatra, eyes like blue razors, voice that could lull a banshee into a coma. They spotted me instantly. You don't blend in too well when you look like the physical embodiment of secrets. But instead of running, they pulled up a seat. Elvis, said Frank, nodding to me. This is the guy I told you about. The one who plays piano in Limbo and knows who shot JFK. Pleased to meet you, Elvis said, shaking my bony hand. You look like you could use a little less death and a little more rock and roll. That summer? Oh. It was unhinged. By day, we lounged by ghost-infested pools where spectral showgirls practiced routines from beyond. By night, we held seances in penthouse suites, sipping ghost bourbon while Frank crooned to the spirits and Elvis summoned the king of Atlantis just to ask about guitar tuning. We weren't just partying, we were unlocking the metaphysical jukebox of the cosmos. One night, deep into July, Sinatra bet me his soul in a high-stakes poker game against an 800-year-old Babylonian demon named Carl. The stakes? If Frank lost, he'd have to spend eternity crooning in the underworld's lounge, where the only audience was a pit of howling regret. Frank won. With a royal flush, naturally. Turns out he was the devil at cards. Another time, Elvis and I time-slipped into a forgotten Las Vegas chapel where reality peeled like wallpaper. We stumbled into a wedding of two ghosts who'd been waiting since 1887 to be reunited. Elvis officiated. I pronounced them eternally bonded with a wink, and a choir of invisible voices sang, "Can't help falling in love in reverse." But the weirdest part? Toward the end of summer, the sky cracked. Literally. We were on top of the Sahara, holding a rooftop jam session with Dean Martin's ghost. He was still alive, technically, but he drank so much he phased between realms, and suddenly the heavens peeled open like an envelope. A massive cosmic eye stared down at us, blinking like a lazy god. Everything froze. Time, music, even the bubbles in Frank's glass. Elvis, I said. You didn't open any forbidden portals again, did you? He grinned. Just the one in the basement of the Golden Nugget. It was locked, but I had the key. Frank groaned. I told you not to mess with reality after midnight. We had to sing the universe back to sleep. It took 3 hours of otherworldly jazz, a sacrifice of an entire buffet of shrimp cocktails, and a chant sung backwards in the voice of Marilyn Monroe's memory. But we did it. The sky stitched shut. Time resumed. And Vegas just kept blinking its neon lights like nothing ever happened. When summer ended, they both looked at me. Same time next year? Elvis asked. Because that one summer? That weird, wonderful, apocalyptic summer? It was the time I partied with legends, rewrote fate, and taught a demon how to two-step. And baby, it was fabulous. Thanks for watching, but are you sure you were alone? Subscribe, if you dare, and share with your friends, wherever they may be lurking, in the shadows, or beneath the floorboards.